Hi, good day. This is the Binary Geek. Today is 25th of July, 2021, and we are just going to be doing some, I guess, forecasting for the week ahead. So we're going to start out with GU, pound sterling versus the US dollar. Okay, so okay, as you can see, I'm looking for price to actually come back up into this area before giving further moves down. Uh, Further move down. If you look at the daily chart, you can see that we have broken structure. Hold on, we have broken a pretty big structure down at this point. However, we found support at this order block. Um, we found support at this order block right here. However, I'm still expecting price to make a bit some more move down before um you know any major reversal or anything. So for right now to for the midterm, in terms of midterm trend, I expect price to continue going down. So let me just clear that drawing from my screen and go back on the 4 hour chart. So the reason why I chose this spot, okay, so you can see this I guess redistribution or I guess accumulation depending on how redistribution or just a normal distribution depending on how you look at it. If you're looking on this entire um if you're looking on this entire block right here, you could view that as a redistribution or something like that, because price made a move down, came, had like a mean reversion, and then expanded again to the downside. So but then if you look at this little area right here, as you know, everything happens practically in the forex market. um Price came up, you know distributed and then distributed. So however you want to look at it, I really don't care. Okay, I'm not really the best at doing like Wyckoff or anything like that. Anyway, let me clear all this. Okay, so as you can see, I have this order block drawn up, and the reason why I chose this order block right here and not this one right here is simply this: price already came and retested this order block, thus mitigating it. Okay, so if you want to be more secure about this trade, you could wait for some sort of confirmation, such as a candlestick confirmation, or on the lower time frame you want, like on the 30-minute or even the 15-minute, you could wait for even like I don't know, double bottoms, double tops, anything like that. As long as it happens within this area, it could even violate this area, we don't mind. Now with me personally, I like to give myself two chances to enter to the trade. So if I happen to set a pending order at this point right here, I will give myself a second chance if that pending order fails. However, after that pending order fails and I get some sort of um, confirmational candle, something like maybe this, or anything like these candles right here, any sort of indecision candle, that candle right there, I'd give myself another chance to enter into the trade and sell it. However, just know by doing that, you actually decrease your risk to reward ratio, which is not a bad thing, because your risk to reward ratio should still be at least 2 to 1 or 3 to 1. So, but right here, your risk to reward ratio is actually 5 to 1, which is pretty good, as we know. 141 pips. Now, the reason why I chose this level to take profit is because we have this order block right below here that price may want to come and test before moving back up. I mean, we can manage our trade, but I don't like to take anything off of my positions. I just learned that overall, for longer term profitability, taking partial is not the best thing. You can have a weak win rate, like maybe a 50 or 40% win rate, and still be very profitable if you have a high risk to reward ratio. Okay, so that's it for the Great British Pound, US dollar. Now we're going to move on to EJ, Euro, Japanese yen. Okay, hold on, let me just use the tab. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, structurally, prices in a downtrend, you have, I guess, a high, a low, low, high, um, I guess, higher low right here, equal to low high right here. You have low, 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 high, low, 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 high, and now we're at this point, okay? So we're at this point right here where, hold on, let me just get the drawing tool again. You can see that price has actually came into this area and form a bit of a liquidity, a bit of liquidity, right in between this area right here, okay? So because of that, okay, and as well as I had highlighted at this area right here and this area right here, price might actually be having a structural shift right now, okay? So, you know, what I would want to say is that do not, absolutely do not take any trades off of this area right here, because there could be some liquidity grabs happening. Instead, what I want to do is to wait until price comes up into this order block right here, which is a pretty clean order block, I should say, you know. Again, if you want to wait for some sort of a confirmation, you can, or you could just set the pending order and give yourself two chances, but your risk to reward will be much greater if you just use the pending order, a sell limit. So that's it. It's basically the same core concepts, but we have this root order block right here that I had pointed out for the people in my signal group. Okay, and the root order block right here led to this break of structure right here. So this should be a pretty interesting area to look to go ahead and take trades off of. Okay, so now we're going to move on to AJ, which is actually looking the sweetest to me. So we're going to move on to AJ right now. Okay, with AJ, we have structural low. Just structurally, everything is still bullish. In order for me to consider any bearish moves or anything like that, I would have to see price maybe come and hold on, start breaking this area. Other than that, I'm going to be looking to sell off of this area if this order block right here fails. Okay, but and either this or the block, but this one right here, I would kind of wait to see what happens off of this order block right here rather than just setting a pending order or whatever. But this order block right here should be a pretty strong order block right here. And what you should do as well is hold on, what you should do as well is you should always try and get like the whole order block down right here, right? So if you in case you see something happening within this area, because this area can be considered as an order block as well, not just the single candle or hourly candle. I think I took this off of the hourly or 30-minute, this order block off the hourly or 30-minute. But if anything happens within this area, as you can see, price broke down below the structural low. Price broke down below this structural low right here and came back into this order block right here. He didn't come back all the way up to the very top order block, which I see a lot of people do, but don't take into consideration this entire order block. If you're taking a trade, say for example, off of this candle right here, you know, that's a very low risk trade. Hardly anything to talk about. If you look at that, if you look at hold on, if you look at this is just about what, 20 pips. That's all right. A 20 pip stop loss, not even a 20 pip stop loss. I kind of measured it wrong. If you took this trade at the close of this, would have been like a 10, 15 pip stop loss. That's all right for the 4 hour chart, because as you can see, with 15 with a 15 pip stop loss, okay? With a 15 pip stop loss, you would have made, you could have, let me not say would have, made, at least 100 pips, in my honest opinion, at least 100 pips, possibly up to 270 pips with that trade right there, which I did call out in the signal group. I think I can't remember, but you get the key. Don't only focus on these individual um order blocks right here, you know don't only focus on these individual order blocks. Look on the whole block itself, especially with moves like these, because price could sometimes will miss the upper order block, but still give you a good signal right here, and you could potentially miss out on some moves right here. So with that being said, with this trade that I have right here off of this order block, I'm still at that point going to be looking at what happens in this entire order block right there. Okay, in this entire move right here, I'm still going to wait and see if I get some candle like this, just in case price doesn't come up to my entry. Yes, the risk to reward will be a bit lower than what you're accustomed to, but we try to aim for anything for at least 2.5 to 4 to 5, and if you get higher than that, just the other week, I was doing some testing and noticed something with GJ, and just tried it. I got something like a 1 to 20 risk to reward trade, so leading me to like 180 something pips. Okay, so I'm gonna clear all that again, but just to refresh you, this trade right here, this is my favorite trade. This is a trade that I'm going to be looking at very, very hard. By the way, this order block right here has already somewhat been mitigated by, so this entire order block right here has already been mitigated by this move right here. So if you want to take any trades from off of that area, wait until it comes into this order block right there. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna move on to, am I recording? Oh my god, I'm just gonna look and see if, okay, I'm recording. I was frightened as hell a little while ago. Okay, so we're gonna move on to GJ right now. Um, I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay, so we're moving on to GJ right now. Is this what I'm looking for? I don't think so, no. Or is this what yeah, this is what I'm looking for. So moving on to Great British Pound, Japanese yen at the present point in time. And as you can see, price is actually in this structural order block right here. Hold on, let me put on the drawing tool. Price is actually within that order block right here. Now, this order block is order block number 1 of this move, and order block number 2. Okay, this order block right here, this order block below here already mitigated this order block, as you can see, by this move up, causing this order block to be our main order block. As you can see, we have some nice confirms here with the 76.4 Fibonacci retracement, which in my estimation is probably the best level I've ever used on the Fibonacci. Like, yeah, it really rocks. Okay, but price is in this area, so we're going to look to take a trade off of this area here as well and see what happens. There's always a risk. Okay, remember this, there's always a risk, because the reason why I have this order block right here drawn up is because okay, hold on, let me clear all this. Clear all. Okay. Because this order block right there, which is higher than where I have price right now, has already been getting mitigated. This order block right here has already been mitigated by this. Okay. So that's why I have everything drawn up there. That's why I have my entry here. Okay. As I said, you can always give yourself two chances to kind of get into the trade. As you can see, Friday, the only reason I probably didn't take this trade, and glad because it was a Friday. But as you can see, price came up, tapped into the order block, gave me a rejection candle right here, which normally, because with this, when this happened, what was happening here, you were getting a daily rejection from off of a order block. Okay, which led to this move of over 300 pips, I believe. But this one is fairly simple. Take notes from it, draw whatever you want to draw from it or whatever. Okay, so we're moving on to the last one. We're moving on to XAU, USD gold. I haven't clear traded gold in a while because I've been focusing on my Audacity Capital account, which um doesn't allow you to get gold until you reach a certain level, until you've profited at least 3 times. So until you've made 30%. Okay, so right here, we see this, let me just zoom into this. Sorry about that. Let me just zoom into this. Right here, we see this, if you want to call it, this distribution pattern right here. Price moved up, came in, did what it did, and is currently in a holding stage or mean reversion stage or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so you can expect one or two things to happen. Okay, it's either for price to, hold on, let me put my drawing tool. It's either for price to break up or price to break down. No, because price has been grabbing liquidity to the upside for most of the time and creating liquidity at the bottom right here for most of this time. Okay, it's just been grabbing liquidity on the upside and then creating liquidity to the to the bottom, right? Price is actually more likely at this point to break down than it is to break down. Now you could look to take advantage of certain order blocks within this area. Do you if you see them happening? Okay, now with this candle right here, you could say, okay, there's a likelihood that price will come up to this order block right here and take you down. Okay, but I don't know that. So if you're gonna try to attempt anything like that, what I would suggest you do is keep a very tight, not a very tight stop, but just reduce your risk in terms of how much lots you're using and how much percentage you're willing to risk on your account. But price is more likely to break them because there's just a lot too much. There's just too much liquidity below here for price to be for price for the market makers to leave it. Even if it doesn't happen this week, it's going to happen, and when it happens, it could even break where I have this order block right here. Okay, so this trade that I have up here could be something that is weeks. I've had this area there I've been looking at this area for a while, so that's why I have it there even before all this right here. Even before all this, I've been looking at this area right here for a while. Okay, so if price breaks down, we're gonna look for some sells at right down here. However, for some buys right down at this area right here. However, if you're gonna buy there, we're not gonna look for any crazy buy 2 to 1, 3 to 1 the most, and nothing crazy with this XAU USD trade, gold trade. Okay, so that's it for now. If you want, you could join my Telegram group. The link is will be down below. And it was nice coming back on here again. I haven't been on here for a while. So you guys have a great day, and just basically, if you don't want to take the trade, just basically have them drawn up on your charts and just see what happens when price reaches, or if price reaches in and around these levels. And then you could just see for yourself or whatever. As again, we have a free Telegram channel where I send out all my trading ideas. I charge for nothing. I just want to help as much people as possible. See, there are people on this platform who say they want to help as much people as possible, but then charge a fee for some crappy signal service that doesn't even they don't even give you a free trial. Anyway, I'm done with that. Ciao.